Hello, and welcome to our Global Strong YouTube channel. It's nice to see you. It's been a little bit since I've done a live. I've done some recordings, but I haven't had the ability to do live. And so it's great to be with you again. And I still have a couple of videos that I had actually recorded before that I'll be adding later on today just to get everything caught up. But today I wanted to talk to you about resilience. That's our theme this month. So, before I start, if you haven't liked our YouTube channel, please go subscribe and like the video and hit the notification button so when we do go live like now, you'll know that we're live. And please feel free to share with everyone. So today I was listening to Rascal Radio, which you know that several of us do this on a regular basis. And the one I was listening to is actually called Subway to Metropolitan by Orrin Woodward. And there's a lot of really good points in there. And I wanted to just kind of share some of my takeaways with you because it also deals with resilience, even though he doesn't say that in the actual video, in the podcast. But the topic talks about, like, for example, you know, what or who defines you? Are you letting someone else or society define you? Or do you have the resilience to define yourself and to hold true to who you are? And are you holding tight to your dreams or are you giving away? You know, a lot of people talk about people stealing your dreams, but no one can really steal your dreams from you. You give them away. So, do you have the resilience? Do you have the strength to hold on to your dreams, even when it gets tough? Do you have the ability to hold on to them? And that's one thing I really love about our Global Strong is that we have the advisory roundtables, and we really believe that our advisory roundtables inspire. So, as an entrepreneur, as a small business person, if you're without a business council, a board of directors, a mentor group, we'd love to have you join us because one of the things that we do with our advisory roundtables is we help our solopreneurs, we help each other, really get clear on what your vision is, really get clarity on your goal, and then how to take those steps, what steps you need to take, what actions that you're doing. And if it's not working, then we have the ability to help you look at adjusting or making those course corrections. And that's what's really important about your dream. When you're holding on to your dream, when you are really resilient and you're really strong within yourself and you know what your dream is, you have the ability to stick with it. Because sometimes getting to accomplishing our dreams isn't always easy. Not hard, but it's not necessarily easy because it takes action. And the other thing is, are you willing to take those action steps? And then the other thing I'd like to talk to you about is make sure you're choosing your associates wisely, right? I know that my tribe that I have are amazing. I know that if I get stuck on something I'm working on, I can go to them and they'll help me talk through things and look at the different angles or different perspectives or even different things I may not have considered. But I know they're not going to try to beat my dream up down. They're not going to try to beat me down. They're going to be there to support me and encourage me and to hold me up. So when you're picking your associates, really choose wisely. Because I know that they say that the five people that you hang around with the most, that's going to determine so much. It's going to determine your income. It's going to determine different things. And having a group that are like minded, if that like mindedness is wanting to move forward, is wanting to do great things, wanting to change the world. Whatever your goal is, if you have a team that you can go to and say, "Hey, this is what I'm thinking about," or "What do you think?" That's going to make a difference. If you've got people who are dragging you down, then I would really encourage you to look at that again. I mean, honestly, sometimes it's our family, sometimes it's friends that we've had forever. And I'm not saying totally do away with them as friends, but what you'll find is as you continue to read and open up your mind, like we just finished reading, we're finishing up reading the book Exposed, which is Orrin Woodward's newest novel on the financial matrix. So we're just finishing that one up. I'm also finishing up reading the book. Personality Plus, which is a whole different book. Just finishing up reading World Magic, which if you haven't read that, I would highly encourage you to read it. And then I've also just started reading, I forget the title of it, um, High Performance Habits. So I'm always reading, and if you just read even just 15 minutes a day, if that's, just you can say for you 15 minutes a day. And then what are you listening to? Are you spending a lot of time just listening to the regular radio? Are you spending time watching and listening TV? Or are you listening to things that are truly going to expand you and expand your mind? And then again, who are you associating with? Those are the things to look at. I remember growing up, my parents used to tell me, who you associate, a lot of times you're guilty by association. And I didn't get that as a kid when I was first, growing up. I didn't understand what they meant. Because how can I be guilty by association? I'm not doing anything. But it's very true. Who you associate with affects you. Whether you're doing what they do or not, it still can, their negativeness or their lack of can affect you. So really look at who are you associating with. And then keep in mind that personal growth is an ongoing thing. You never stop learning, you never stop growing. And when you stop learning and growing and challenging yourself, then you're no longer moving forward, and things that are not in action are dying. So really look at that. One of my quotes that I like is by Harash Vanish, and it says, "There's always a way." And that's one of the things I love about the advisory roundtables that we have is if I get stuck and I can't figure a piece out, I can go to my tribe and I can say to them, okay, this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm doing, and it's not working. And they'll give me suggestions and ideas to tweak it. So that's what I would encourage you to do. Look at who you're associating with. Look at what you're reading. What are you listening to? And I'm not saying there's something wrong with reading or listening for pleasure or watching a movie sometimes, but just be really mindful that what you're putting into your body, and that includes your mind, affects you. And it's either going to help you grow and get you closer to your goal or not. And that's one thing I really look at when I'm doing things with myself. Is this putting me closer to where I want to be? Is it holding me back? Or is it doing nothing? And if it's doing nothing, then definitely it's not worth my time, because your time is very valuable. And sometimes that time needs to be spent with family and friends. Sometimes that time needs to be spent for yourself. Like last month, we talked about self care, self love. But sometimes that time needs to be spent moving you forward. And sometimes moving you forward could be just having some time to meditate, right? So just I encourage you to look forward, look at what you're doing, look at your goals. And if you aren't getting where you want to be, join our community. I'll put a link in the chat for you to be able to join our free community. Every Tuesday, we have a free advisory roundtable, so you could actually come to the advisory roundtable. If you have something you're working on, you need help with, bring it up and let us help you. Again, have a great day. Thank you for watching Global Strong YouTube channel. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, and share, and the notification button if you want to be notified when we go live. Thank you and have a great day.